So with 2019 right around the corner, a lot of big films are coming out, specifically comic book movies. And out of all of them, Captain Marvel happens to be one of the most anticipated of the year.
So with currently learning that, like, we were recently in the car and you were telling me how Captain Marvel is the most anticipated movie of 2019.
And that's according to IMDB. Now, to specify how this is handled,
yes,
searches on IMDB, references from other movies to the lead actors that lead back to Captain Marvel, and clicks on links and news references sourcing IMDB mentioning something. So Captain Marvel is outranking everything, including Avengers Endgame.
Which is so mind-boggling to think of, because honestly, in social media aspects, you're seeing a lot of hatred towards Captain Marvel, and honestly, just Marvel in general, because of their delays on bringing Endgame trailer.
Right.
Why is this?
Or the propaganda, or they're rigging the Oscars or whatever. So there's a lot of negativity out there, right? But you have to understand, and this is like why this is a video discussion, is there's a lot of women that love comic books, right? That love comic book movies, that don't have that character to represent them in Marvel. They have Black Widow, but Black Widow's not that type of character, I'm sorry to say, you know?
She really isn't that relatable. Like, I am a martial artist, yes. So I currently more relate to, like, Danny Rand and Colleen because of their martial arts background. But when it comes to Black Widow, I'm like, I'm definitely not good at being a spy. I'm not a sex symbol.
And also, she hasn't had that movie. Captain Marvel is already out the gate. They're pushing females are here in our universe. Yes. Now they're going to star in a movie. And also, our most powerful character ever is a female. Yeah. And a lot of females, as you guys are looking through search engines and stuff, if you look at where it's tracking, female tracking is at an all-time high for movies now. Same with how much female-led movies are making for money.
Oh, yeah.
They're actually outgrossing male-led movies. And then you're understanding that this is the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the biggest brand in the world, bringing a female to the forefront for the first time.
Yes.
That's why this is succeeding. You know, I don't think there's so much confusion on people are like, why? It's like, well, think of it, you know?
Like, look at the day and age we're currently living in right now. And I'm going to get, like, slightly a little political, but not fully political. Here we go. So, with everything that has currently happened with how much women have finally come together because of all of the negativity that is being shed light-wise on how women should be.
Right.
And how we actually are. This particular movie, actually even coming out on Women's Day, is just showing you that Marvel understands women are here. They're not like a mythical thing. They can be a powerful being. They can lead the next generation of people, and that's where they're so strategically going with it.
Which also it blows my mind, because a lot of these people complaining about this are the same ones that supported Alien and Terminator and other female-led franchises that have for decades now, like Tomb Raider, the most definitive game franchise of the 90s 3D era, have been female-led. So I'm like, what has happened to this? Because this used to be the norm. And people are just like, yeah, but those characters, they weren't forcefully made the hero. I was like, that's because that's the plot of the movie. They ended up being a reluctant hero. We don't know Captain Marvel yet. It just kind of blows my mind, and I think it's the agenda. The tiny, vocal minority, the same ones that say The Last Jedi is the worst movie of all time, are the same ones talking about it, so people are like, it must be true. But you talk to the mass amount of people, they're like, no, I'm excited for Captain Marvel, so hell yeah. So these stats are quite eye-opening, and that should be something to indicate that if you're part of the vocal minority, in this instance, you're probably wrong, because the movie's looking like it's probably going to make bank.
And I'm not surprised at all. Like, we recently, if you follow me on my social media, we were recently at an event in Boston, and I actually have a Captain Marvel replica suit now. how many kids, especially girls, who saw me and just lit up because they're like, that is a girl superhero I'm getting ready to see on screen, was amazing. So these little girls who, not all little kids will go and see Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yes, we have seen so many more girls like embracing Rey. Now the ones that don't watch Star Wars, the ones that will watch more Marvel movies, are now going to have that woman that they can more relate to than Scarlet Witch and Black Widow.
Yeah, or even Wonder Woman, because some kids, believe it or not, they don't like Wonder Woman. I know it's hard to believe. Some kids don't like Batman. Some kids don't like Iron Man. Some don't like Captain America. So it's good to see Marvel is finally going to have that female lead, which we'll talk more about it real soon.
Yes.